you doing?
I'm doing much better now that I'm out of the dungeon.
Well, it's funny. You're a couple of minutes early, and the show is just queued up to get started. So we're not actually live just yet, but in about a minute we're going to be. So if you can bear with me, or if you have the ability to call back in just a couple of minutes, it might even be better.
No, I wouldn't be able to call back for probably at least an hour.
Oh, okay, no worries. Well, just hang tight here real quick, and we're here. I'm actually just in the middle of queuing everything up. I've got two cameras and two different feeds, and hopefully this one camera works.
Yay, Craig!
Let's see. Is it gonna let me do it?
Are you doing the Zoom?
Here we go. It's just about to go live.
2, 1.
All right. And I got a little quick intro song that's coming in right now. It's the entry song is called "The Guilty Man," and it's a song about my trial that was written by a band in Oregon back when my trial was going on. Yeah. Well, I got a few songs that were written about me and shit I've done. Yeah, there's probably about 3 or 4 songs out there somewhere. I mean, it's not like any of them are making any money, but hey, at least it's got a message that's getting out there. You know what I mean? It's just about done. It's got another about another 45 seconds or so.
Let him know everybody's happy to see him. There's a lot of people here right now.
I don't know if this video is working. It says it's being occupied by other apps.
Is that the Zoom?
Yeah, that's this computer. Maybe get another computer. We can try it. I'm trying something new today. We've got this app called Zoom, and it lets me do a video conference while we're in the middle of doing this show. Actually, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell everybody to get off of what do you call it, YouTube, and I'll log in from there. But as soon as the song's over, Craig, it's just about over here, and then we can talk ourselves through all this. There we go. All right, everybody, welcome to a special edition of A Cup of Joe, and you are live with me, and we're going to jump right into it. I've got Craig Cecil on the line right now, and he's been MIA for the past 5 weeks now, hasn't it been? It's been a minute, huh?
Yeah, since August 28th. Actually, about 10 minutes after you and I last spoke, they put me in the in the solitary confinement in the Federal Correctional Institution at Terre Haute, Indiana. So in the shoe, as they call it, special housing.
And
but I'm now back out in the cell block.
Now you're back in general population with the rest of the schlubs, and it's people don't understand. We're organizing this walk across America, and I get people, telling me, well, I don't know, why are you guys doing that? And when I tell them, well, you know what, there's still people locked up. There's still people locked up for pot, and they're like, what? And then you tell them. And, I have told your story in person, I don't know how many times. I'll bet you there's been several hundred times I've told your story to people in hopes that one person would wake up and understand that, this job isn't done. We're not done. And not only is it that you get locked up, but when you're locked up, people don't realize what that means. People think, oh, well, you have rights. And they can't do that to you. And well, that's not entirely true now, is it?
Well, people don't realize the collateral effects, effects either, because when I got locked up back in 2002, now mind you, this is the very first time I'd ever been arrested. I was 42 years old, and I had two children, one 14 and one 10 years old. Now both of them were in grade school. My daughter was just graduating.
This call is from a federal prison.
Both of them were in the number 1 or number 2 in their class ranks. They were doing remarkably well in school. After I was locked up and my ex-wife was forced to try to support the family and the kids and be away and all that, both of them ended up graduating high school right at the 50% level. I mean, that's the kind of effect that it has on families and on people that aren't the ones directly locked up.
Yeah, there's, I mean, you know, we've talked, I don't know how many times about the collateral effect, the collateral damages of incarcerating people for nonviolent offenses and you know, any nonviolent offense, and especially a victimless offense, and what it does to families and what it does to, you know, the second and third degree effects go out forever. And I talk to people whose parents and grandparents that have been incarcerated, and there's relationships that are damaged, destroyed, and others that never got a chance to be. And you know, that's just the easy part of this. Not to mention the marriages, the careers, the hopes, the dreams, the potentials, and all of that gets tossed into the garbage disposal along with, you know, your rights as you get incarcerated.
Now, back in the end of August, I had an article published by the Daily Caller and in a bunch of other places. As I contrasted myself to somebody that's right down the corridor from me here at the Terre Haute prison, and he was arrested a year after me in Afghanistan for shooting at CIA agents and Army Rangers that were going into Afghanistan right after the events of September 11th. And he killed 3 of the CIA agents. He was given a 20-year sentence for providing aid to terrorists. He went home July of this year. But yet I'm still here because the way our laws are set up, he can murder the CIA agents to help him and go home after 17 years with his good time credits. But had he given marijuana to the terrorists, he'd be serving a life sentence just like me. There's something wrong with our laws. You can read the article that is published at the Daily Caller under my name.
Yeah, we have taken that article and shared it around more than once. You know, because it's so it's such a stark bit of truth that just stares at you in the midst of all of the you know, what we think is reality. You know, you got people that have committed violent crimes all day long, and crimes with victims. You know, you hear about rapists, you hear about burglars, you hear about people that have tortured people that have, you know, committed, you know, like you say, acts of terrorism. You know, some of the most heinous crimes out there, and certainly crimes with victims. And in some period of time, they're back on the streets. And yet you got people like yourself and others who are serving life without possibility of parole for a crime that didn't even have a victim or a victim's family.
Now, I've got a question in regards to an article I just read a little while ago in the Wall Street Journal. As you know, there's a lot of attention lately about people vaping and, you know, having... Some of them, I guess, they believe have died from it, and others are getting different kinds of respiratory infections. But the article I read seems to be completely blaming it on the THC content in some of the vaping materials. Is that true?
No.
You know,
the truth is, the truth is they don't know what it is, number one. Number two, they have connected a vitamin E cut that they use both for nicotine and THC and CBD. Somebody thought it was a good idea to put vitamin E oil in there with it, And it turns out that vitamin E oil, when it's vaporized, is toxic. And so, but the truth is, Craig, and here's the crazy thing about this. They've linked a dozen or 24 people respiratory problems to this. There's been millions and millions and millions of people vaping for many, many years now, and it's just gotten started. And yet you have pharmaceutical drugs that say right on the package of drugs, side effect may include death, and that's okay. And if you look at the numbers of people that die from legal FDA-approved pharmaceutical drugs, that number's in the thousands every year. And yet when 12 people are inexplicably dying of unknown reasons, possibly or probably connected to vaping, that becomes the mainstream news first story. And it's just, yeah, it'd be great to live in a world where nothing was possibly harmful. And yet it's something that, it's...
Well, that's what I don't understand, because how many people do we know that have basically imbibed marijuana virtually their whole life and they're healthy? I have a family member that he's been using marijuana since he was drafted into the Korean War. He's in great health in his late 80s.
Yeah, well, that's the deal. There's still not a single death attributed to the use of cannabis in any way, shape, or form. And they're always trying to catch something. They're trying to say, well, this guy jumped out a window because he was high. This person crashed their car because they were high. This person had a heart attack because they were having a heart attack and they were high. This person, and they go on and on and on, trying to directly link one death, a single one, to cannabis. And in the past 50,000 years, they have yet to be able to do it. And so here's their big hook. They got these vapes that some are being made in licensed places, some are being made in non-licensed places, but there's no regulation for it. And even if there was, there's no way to do a long-term study in a short amount of time. Right. So the truth is, yeah, there's some unexplored ideas. The truth is, putting shit in your lungs could be a problem. Mm-hmm. It's a pretty likely way that you could have a problem if you're sensitive to begin with, no matter what it is. You ever sit around a campfire for a while, mm-hmm. and all of a sudden at the end of the night, you're coughing and your eyes are burning because the smoke was blowing at you. It's well, should we outlaw campfires? That's part of my point. Oh, did I lose you? Fuck. Bobby, thanks. This was because you keep bugging me. Somehow I lost Craig. God damn it. All right. Well, anyways, this is a clusterfuck, folks. I'm trying to do a Zoom feed right now, and that's not working. I had Craig on, and I hung up on him because I was being bothered, and so now I'm going to have to tell the people on YouTube that I'm going to have to turn you off. I'm going to turn off the other computer that didn't work because we're trying to do this shit at the last second. And we're going to go log into Zoom, and we're going to try that again. So bear with me, folks. We're trying something new. This is why prior proper planning prevents piss-poor performance. And this is the piss-poor performance that prior proper planning would prevent. Okay? So here we go. Next time, let's plan this shit out ahead of time. All right, folks. If you can go on to Facebook, you're going to have to because I don't have any other way. Or you can call in and listen, 646-929-2495. Just call in the regular number. And for prison, he's got to call my cell numbers. He can't call. I don't think he can call the... Oh, God, this is a nightmare. I have another prisoner that's supposed to be calling in, but he needs to call my cell phone. He can't call the call-in line or they're not going to let him in. So you need to get that number to him to call my cell phone. That's the only way it'll work. All right, I'm hanging up on YouTube. They're saying the Facebook feed's not working either, but I don't know. Try again. Hopefully that will be working.
No, it's working.
All right, well, maybe share it where they can see it. Let's try that. Okay, I'm going to hang up on you guys. I'm going to try to get on Zoom, and we're going to have another wonderful show.